Hello, my LP gas stove starts great, then slowly the fire dies down. Then after many minutes the stove regains gas pressure and then allows for reigniting. How can I troubleshoot this problem? I've tried increasing and decreasing the pressure from the exterior pressure regulator with no luck of getting the stove to stay on. This is a new install.
If the pressure isn't holding steady, then either your gas pressure from your house isn't steady, or the regulator on the oven itself isn't controlling the gas pressure properly. You'd really need to connect an inline gas pressure gauge to the gas supply line behind the range to see if you have above 7 pounds per square inch coming from your house at all times. If not, then you know the gas pressure from your house isn't being regulated properly. If you do, then you'd need to call warranty if the unit is brand new because the regulator on the range is bad. We are on the honor system here. If you need anything else, just let me know. You can continue asking follow-up questions at no additional charge after rating my service if you still need assistance.
Will the pressure test be able to release pressure? Because right now it recharges with pressure after a while that the stove has not been turned on, then it has enough to stay on for a few minutes.
This is why you need an inline pressure gauge so that you can mount it in line with the gas line from your house, and then the other side you should run to your range. Gas would just flow through it like it wasn't there, and you could read the pressure in real time as the flame in the oven changes.
Is this a manometer? Used to measure inline pressure?
Yes, they look similar to the one attached below, for example.
Also, I have two flexible gas lines from the range to the connection. Will this affect this performance? With an inline check valve.
The inline check valve could definitely cause a problem. It should just be one single line and no check valve needed for a gas line.
This is the valve. It came with a hose kit. Should I not use this?
You have it in backwards. Look at the arrows. The arrows should be pointing toward the range. That is your problem, I'm willing to bet. You don't need it, but since it comes with the range you can certainly use it. Never mind, sorry, that is a picture of where the gas is coming from. So it looks like they are pointing in the right direction, but I would remove it just to make sure it's not causing a restriction.
I will replace the valve once I find the appropriate fitting, from 3/4 of an inch male pipe thread to 5/8 of an inch odd flare fitting. Could not find at a big box store here in Miami.
Alright, understood. After that, if it still doesn't work, you'd really need to get an inline pressure gauge to know if the issue is with the regulator on your oven or the one on your house.
This is what happens. Please see video. https://youtube.baw4mnjmllcs.
I understand very clearly what is happening. I watched the video and it's just as you described. My answer is the exact same. We are on the honor system here. If you need anything else, just let me know. You can continue asking follow-up questions at no additional charge after rating my service if you still need assistance.
I've now changed the check valve and still have the same problem.
Okay, well, as I mentioned before, you're just removing that to make sure it wasn't causing a problem, but as expected you have a bad regulator either on the oven itself or on your house.
Next, I'd like to diagnose the outside house regulator. How can I do this? Do I turn the plastic adjustment screw in the regulator outside? Also, the regulator, when it was installed slightly crooked, not completely vertical. Does this have anything to do with the problem?
You need an inline gas flow meter, as I stated before.
Is this inline meter something that I can buy at a big box hardware store?
Maybe, I'm not sure. I got mine from an HVAC store. Again, we are on the honor system here. If you need anything else, just let me know. You can continue asking follow-up questions at no additional charge after rating my service if you still need assistance.
The gauges that I see only have a 1/4 of an inch inlet. How does that connect to the gas line?
You'll need a different one with larger inlets.
I noticed on your photo PSI gauge. Is this the type I should use? Should I see fluctuating PSI while the burner is running?
You can use water column or PSI, it doesn't matter. But no, the PSI should not fluctuate, so if it does when the burner goes down, then that means that the regulator on your house is bad. If it doesn't, then you need to replace the regulator on your range. Now I have helped you in giving you a lot of my time, but you have not rated me to ensure I am compensated for the time I have invested, so I wish you the best of luck, but until you do so, there will be additional charges if you have more questions.
Just for your info, the valve on the propane tank was not open completely. Thanks for a new gas gauge. Very knowledgeable with technical aspects. Sometimes it's just that simple, the valve not open all the way. Ha!
Awesome, well, I'm very glad you got it all up and running again.
If you have a home improvement or appliance question and want to chat with an expert, now visit JustAnswer.com/YTHI.